Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nicole Saunders and I am here to talk about all things business on my channel. So I hope you will join me and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But today we are talking about bartering. Do you barter in your business? Is this something you do, or is this something you completely stay away from? Because I want to dive into this in today's video. So let's go. So I once had a friend tell me that they don't barter because they would rather just pay the person for whatever they need and have that person pay them for what they need. And I thought that made a lot of sense. But recently in my business, some things have shifted. As y'all know, I moved from being a Pinterest marketing strategist into being a personality and strength-based business coach. So I'm at that time in my business where I'm building again from the ground up. So I've recently reconsidered my thoughts around bartering. Now, bartering doesn't work in every single situation, but when you are able to exchange services or goods for something that you truly want, and it is a win-win situation, that's the key there. It's got to be a win-win situation for both parties. Then why not do a barter or exchange? Because at the end of the day, you're still getting what you need. You're still helping the other person get what they need. And it just makes sense, right? So yeah, I understand that sometimes it's just a matter of exchanging money and the monetary value, because sometimes that is more important. But when you're starting from the ground up and you're starting a brand new business, why not look for those bartering situations? Now, in the past, I have bartered Pinterest marketing services for conversion copywriting. I've bartered Pinterest ads for business coaching. I've bartered Pinterest services for business coaching. I've bartered Pinterest services for brand photography. Y'all, I have bartered a lot of things, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. I want to hear from you though. Like, drop me something in the comments and let me know if you've ever had an experience where a barter went great or where it went wrong. I want to hear all about it. Now, here is a big tip. If you decide that you're going to do a barter, and meaning an exchange of service or goods with another person for exchange of service or goods, then you need to get that down on contract. The reason you want to have a contract is because this is a legal thing that's going to protect both of you. So let's say you're a photographer and you barter and you're exchanging for business coaching. So you give this person, you do a brand shoot with them, and you give them like 100 pictures for their brand, but they never follow up and never do the business coaching with you. Y'all, that is going to leave a bad taste in your name for bartering. And second, it's really not cool at all. Like, don't do that. Don't be a shady person who says, hey, I'm going to do this. Like, y'all, in an online business, especially in today's world, all you have is your word and who you are. Your reputation means everything in entrepreneurship. So make sure that you hold up your end of the word. Part of having that legal contract is so if something like this does happen, you can always fall back on that contract and be like, hey, we both signed this contract. Can you uphold your end of the bargain? And yeah, maybe after they don't and you have to bring up that legal contract, probably are going to have a bad taste in your mouth with who that person is. And you might not want their business coaching, but you should have that in place so it just protects you. And honestly, if somebody's like, oh, I'm not signing a contract to barter, they're probably not a good person to barter with. Just saying. If you're trying to find somebody to barter with because you are a brand new business, the best way to do that is by building relationships. And y'all, I'm probably going to say this on every single video I published this year in 2021, but the thing is, relationships are the lifeblood to your business. So it is vital that you build relationships, and bartering is a great way that you can do that. So if you've built relationships through coffee chats, which again, there's a difference between a virtual coffee chat and a sales chat, so make sure you check out my video on that. I'll link it down below in the description. But you can build relationships through virtual coffee chats, through networking events, through your local Tuesdays Together chapter online, in Facebook groups. You can build them on Clubhouse. Hello, Clubhouse coming in hot. It's the big thing this year. So make sure you're building relationships in all the places. And I mean, the reason I love Clubhouse, y'all, I'm going to talk about Clubhouse all the time. And I'll link that video down below as well. But when you're building relationships on Clubhouse, y'all, like legit, you're sending them over to Instagram and you're furthering that relationship through Instagram DMs, and you're going to start collabing with people. And y'all, you never know when you might need to barter something. So let me give one example. I recently found a woman who's a VA on Clubhouse, and we connected and we started hitting it off back and forth. And I was like, hey, would you mind, I'm doing some market research on my new ideal client since I'm pivoting into business coaching, and I feel like you are somebody who would be my ideal client. I know you struggle with burnout and you're a virtual assistant. And she said, sure. So we did the market research interview. It went amazing. And I was like, hey, you know what? If you ever need market research, let me know. Guess what, y'all? 2 days ago, she messaged me on Instagram and was like, hey, Nicole, I really want to do market research. You would also be my ideal client as a VA/OBM now, and I want to work with business coaches, so I would love to chat with you. I was like, okay, sure, let's do this. So even though we're not like bartering services or products, we still are bartering in a sense that we are exchanging value with one another. So now I'm going to be doing a market research interview with her as the interviewee this time. So I'm really excited about that because, you know, again, it's relationships and being able to give people value and lead from the heart, that servant leadership piece I talk about all the time. So I'm super excited to be able to barter with her in that sense. So here's my piece of advice if you decide that you're going to barter. 1, make sure that it is a win-win situation for both parties. Don't just exchange for something that you don't care about. I don't care what it is. You know, if you are like, hey, I will give you business coaching for plants. Great. I love plants. So if you have plants, let's chat. But make sure it's a win-win situation for both, because otherwise it's not going to be a good barter relationship. Second, you want to make sure that you have some type of legal contract. You should already have contracts in your business, but getting this barter down on paper legally binds both of you in the exchange of services. So make sure that you use it in all bartering situations. 3, you want to make sure that you are bartering with people that you know, like, and trust. So you've already built a relationship with them. Like I mentioned, I had bartered with a conversion copywriter. I've bartered with photographers. I've bartered with business coaches. Like, I have bartered with a lot of people, y'all, because it gives me something that I need and it gives them something that they need. So back to number 2, make it a win-win situation. Or actually, that was number 1. So back to number 1, make sure it's a win-win situation. But again, you want to make sure it's somebody you have already built a relationship with and you know, like, and trust them, because that's going to make the bartering relationship much easier. All right, y'all. Well, I hope that you have learned the best way to barter as you are building your business up from the ground here. And even if you're not a rookie in this entrepreneur world and you've been here for 5, 10, whatever years, bartering is still an option. It's not off the table. It's not something that you can just say, hey, I don't barter, period. I mean, you can, but why would you? I mean, bartering is always an option. So I like to keep it on the table. So again, if you've ever bartered, I'd love to hear your story in the comments below. And while you're there, make sure you leave this video a big thumbs up so I know if you like this content, so I can continue making content like this as we go through 2021. I know I've mentioned on my previous videos that in 2021, my goal is to make 1 video every single week. And I'm getting really excited because I'm like way ahead. So I think I'm going to have to start publishing twice maybe. I don't know. Let me know if I should publish twice if y'all are liking these videos, and I'll keep publishing. All right, y'all, if you liked today's video and again, want to continue seeing more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel so we can keep hanging out each and every week right here on YouTube, y'all. And if you haven't yet, head over to my Instagram account and come connect with me. I'm at Saunders_says. I will type it out right here on the video so you can come hang out with me. But yeah, I will see y'all on the next one. Bye, y'all.